Hello, hello. I am Paul Filan, and this is yoga. This is a guided yoga. My dog is going to be joining us for a minute. So she is a spotlight dog, so you just have to deal with it. So this is specifically yoga for people with back injuries. I myself have had a broken back, and I required surgery. And part of my rehabilitation was yoga. And so I've taken some of the stuff that I've learned from that and applied it to this, and I've been doing it for years and years now, so this is what works for me. So to all my friends that don't have a way to do yoga, this is for you. So in your own home, if your dog's part of it or not, but my dog is obviously part of my yoga life, my yoga dog. We're gonna get started and we'll just work around her, okay? So if you can't stand dogs, I guess, I don't know, maybe you're not my friend, but whatever, I have no judgment. So we will begin. All right. So it's really good to start from a nice place with a nice spine and good alignment, going straight up and down. You can feel this. You can move your sits muscles out from beneath you. As we go up through the spine, you can feel this direct line from the ground going all the way out to the crown of my head. This gives us good posture, okay? Posture is a really good place to start with anything. But from here, just take a minute to ground into the earth. Feel yourself in the earth. Feel yourself grounding to what you are, to where you are. And accept your body really for what it is, what it's going through right now, in this now moment. Accept your body for what it is. Not every day is going to be the same. You're not going to feel as active. You're not going to feel as athletic every day. Some days you're going to be in a lot of pain, so it's going to be harder to do certain things. So these are some basic warm-ups that will get your body ready for movement in any situation. Isn't that right, dog? He says, I can do yoga all the time, Daddy. It doesn't matter. So here we go. Let's begin. So we're going to take a couple breaths just to ground into the earth. Feel the energy of the earth rising up through the earth, through your sacrum, all the way up through your crown. And you can feel it, and it goes out like a torus. And so some of our movements are going to be dedicated directly to that. But for now, just take a breath. And just be here, be connected to the earth. Recognize where you're at. Let go of everything else that was brought to your day. Just be here right now in this present moment, right here. When you're ready, bring your hands to your heart center. This is a good place to set an intention. Maybe it's healing, maybe it's self-love, maybe it's sending love out to the earth for peace, for love, for understanding, for compassion. These are all beautiful things to set an intention for. So as we're here, just breathe in. Your breath is going to be one of the most important things that we come into contact with throughout the day, throughout the practice, whatever it is that we're doing. A good breath is in through the nose, into the belly. Let the belly rise. And exhale all the way out through the belly, through the nose. Slightly restricting the back of the throat. This is your Ujjayi breathing. Ujjayi breathing. Pranayama. Mindful breath. Mindful focus. Breathing in through the nose. And exhale. So now it's a cleansing energy, so we're going to take our arms all the way up to our heads. And all the way down to our hearts. This 2 more times. This is for our Taurus energy. This is also cleaning out our Pranamaya Kosha, our energy body. And exhale. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. Now inhale up through the nose, both hands up. And with your right hand, it's going to come down and touch the earth. And left hand extends over, opening up your left side body and your left heart. Now inhale back up. And let your left hand down and your right hand up to the sky, opening up your right side body. We'll repeat this. this side. It's a really good idea to have your hips still attached to the ground and not overextending. In this last one, we're going to go just a little bit lower and keep it just a little bit longer. Go to where your body's comfortable. Maybe it's here, maybe it's here, maybe it's all the way down to the floor. Go where your body tells you to go. But we're doing this equally on both sides. And extend up, and extend your arm all the way down to the earth and across your body. And breathe into this space. Opening up your heart, opening up your lungs, opening up your muscles in your lower back. Should get a nice stretch from all of it. And then come back down to center. Take your hands and place them on your shins. And breathe in. We're going to do a cat-cow but vertical. So breathing in to cow. Looking up to the sky. Hold. And exhale the curvature of the spine. Inhale up. And exhale. And we'll do this one more time. Inhale up. And exhale. Bringing the spine back to neutral. Start moving our head just in kind of an organic motion to the one side. We'll spin it around just a couple times just to loosen up the neck and start getting the spine activated. This is also activating some of your Kundalini energy. Now, Kundalini is basically energy that starts from the base of your spine and moves up all the way through your head and crosses. It's kind of like the snakes crossing. So it promotes and has both positive and, let me say, masculine and female, feminine, divine energies. And at these crossing points, these are considered to be our chakras, or wheels, where our wheels turn. So from these chakra points, you can feel if you have certain pains in certain areas, these are good ways to unlock those areas just by isolating that spinning into that one area. We can start to unlock our Kundalini energy. This is advanced, but this is a good place to start. So from here, we're taking our breath, or places at a good neutral, our spine is a good neutral place, and then we spin to the other side. Letting our spine be free, letting our energies rise, really noticing any places of tension or pain. Maybe you give it just a little extra second in that place. It's helping all the muscles and all the tendons and all the fascia loosen up around those places so that you can have more pain-free experience, more of a life-full experience. Alright, so we've done a pretty good warm-up for our spine. We're going to go on to tabletop now. So this is done just by going like this, my dog into consideration. Hi, sweetheart. So we're going to have the dog in consideration, but you can still see both of these. I love my dog, so she's staying. So part of tabletop is just getting proper alignment. So this starts with your hands, okay? My fingers, basically my index finger is pointing straight forward. You can have your middle finger pointing straight forward. You can have your index pointing straight forward as long as it is aligned. All right, some people are different. My shoulders are wide, so I bring them out kind of all the way to the edge of the mat. And my palms are fully into the mat, and I am flexing my fingers. You can see how my fingers are turning white. Maybe you can, maybe you can't, but I am flexing my fingers so I am grounded into the earth. The extension goes all the way up, so it's lining my joints and stacking my joints. So I'm going from my elbow to my shoulder, and this extends all the way up to the sky. So I have this huge, beautiful energy reaching all the way up to the sky. So from here, we're gonna do just a little cat-cow. So inhale to cow, and exhale cat. Inhale cow, exhale cat. And one more. Inhale cow, exhale cat. Now your knees should be about hips width distance apart. And this is, again, is for proper alignment, okay? But this changes basically on where your body is for the day. But this should be a pretty good basis. Knee, hip, straight to the sky, okay? So from here, I like to do another shakeout, but it's just a little wiggle from the side to side. So I'm trying to fit my right ear into my right hip. That's probably never gonna happen, but I could try, right? So we do these evenly on both sides. This is another spine warm-up and a spine strengthening and a spine releasing of tension, okay? That feels really good in my hips and my low back. This is one of the main reasons I do this one too, because it is a release. We'll do one more on each side. Alright, from now we're going to go to child's pose. So our knees we're going to extend out to the sides. Now some people have a lot of pain in their knees, some people have a lot of pain in their backs. You can adjust your knees out more, you can adjust them in more depending on where it hurts. And if this is too much, there are adjustments. You can always leave those in the comment section and I will get back to you instantly. Well, as soon as I check them. So we're going to go down into a child's pose. So we're just going to extend back, putting our butt all the way back into our heels. Our toes are together, our heels are apart, our knees are wide to the mat. And yes, I am going to put my head right about where my dog's butt is. She doesn't mind, I don't mind. It's okay. Extending our hands out all the way in front of us and still feeling that grip of the mat. And we'll just stay here for a couple minutes, well, about 30 seconds. Thank you. So here my hands are still pressing into the mat. My palms are still into the mat. I'm still pressing. My fingers are still in the mat. I'm still pressing away and I'm pushing my butt and my hips back closer into my heels. You can feel this beautiful release in my hips right now and my knees. If you want a little extra from here, bring your knees all the way in, still keeping the tabletop and flexing the inside of your thighs, and then you press yourself back again.
Hi, boo-boos, hi. Hi.
Dogs and animals are a great part of the yoga experience. You know why? Because it makes you not take yourself so seriously, which is one of the best things in life. But she is kind of getting in my way a little bit. And release that. So next we're going to roll over to our backs really quickly. And so this again is all part of a set of exercises that are going to release lower back pain and mid back pain. So this is a big reason for this specific video. Alright? So I'm going to turn over but kind of to the side so you can see what I'm doing a little bit more. So as I'm on my back, from here, you can still see me. As we're on our backs, okay, feet are flat to the floor. Okay, our back is flat, everything's pretty much flat. All we need to do from here is lift up our leg and put our left leg about right here on the knee and a little bit lower than the knee. What we're going to do is reach our hands through and grab the back of our leg. Slowly bring our leg into our chest. While we're doing this, we're flexing our foot to maintain a 90-degree angle so that we can still support our knee and our patella so that we don't put any extra pressure on that and make it hurt. We're about relieving pain, not making more of it, right? I am so flexible in my hips, I actually go up and over so that I can pull just a little bit more, because this is where I really get into it. So the first stage is through here, and the next stage you can go up and over. And maintain that nice fluid breath. Alright, the next one is going to be on the same side, remember the other side, so we're going to take our right foot, about the same spot on our knee, and extend through here, and pull it into our chest, flexing our foot, keeping that 90-degree angle, and making sure that our knee is protected. Again, here, this is a beautiful spot right here. My hips are ultra stretched out, so I'm going to go ahead and go through here and extend it over. Really, about 3 to 5 breaths is about all you need for any area. That gives you about 10 to 15 seconds of really good stretch. Alright, next we're going to go into a twist, and it's a small, subtle twist, but it's really good for your body. I'm going to do this straight on so you can really see what's going on here. So from here, alright, bringing my hands interlocked, bringing my knee up and around the outside of my rib cage, and I'm trying to put my knee basically into my shoulder socket. This in itself is really helping your colon and your intestines. It's helping move gas, a lot of stuff that you just really relieves a lot of tension, but I can also feel this in my hips, in my knees, and my low back. So from here, if I just drop my right hand and put my palm onto the earth and take this all the way across my body, sometimes this is all you can go to is right here. And if this is all you can get, this is great. If you can go more, you go a little bit more. And if you can go more, you go a little bit more. This is about where my body says this is okay for me today. This is where I'm going to stop, because I'm going to stop here so I can take a few good deep breaths in and really open up the side body. Yoga is always active. I'm always active. I'm always moving. You've never finished in a posture. You've never finished. There's not a complete ideal posture. It is all movement. You're still moving even if it seems stagnant. So now we're going to do the next side. So interlock my hands. This time I'm flipping which ones are on top. This is really good to break up arthritis. So we bring our left knee out and around our rib cage and pull it into our arm socket. Oh yeah, this is good for the other side of the colon and gas removing. Another big part of this is making sure that you stay flexed and try to keep this leg flat to the ground. It really improves your stretch. If you're going like this, it really doesn't give you the same stretch in here and through here, so really watch what's going on in here. And we're going to take this out and around, so again, my left hand, left palm is touching the ground. And I'm bringing my knee all the way over to where my body feels most comfortable today. That's going to be right about here. And take a couple few really good breaths in. Bless you, Doc. now we're going to release that. Another really good posture. This is for vulnerability, and it's for really opening up in your hips, and it's okay doing this. So your feet are together, and you let your knees just drop out to the side. While it's there, you can feel this incredible stretch start to happen in your low back, right in this area too. This is also a big posture for vulnerability, so this is big for men, women, whoever it is, just being able to be vulnerable. Obviously, I'm exposed to the world, right? But I'm also comfortable in my own skin, so this is part of life. So my right hand on my belly and my left hand on my heart. I'm just going to breathe for a couple breaths here. And you can really do this pose that we just did for 5 to 10 minutes. If you do it for 5 minutes a day, it's almost going to change your entire life just because of how much it does release. So from here, we're all right warmed up. I still haven't done much in my quads though, okay? So this is a major point, and you'll feel this too, like you just don't feel complete yet. So we're going to complete the lower back. Okay, we're going to complete all those stretches. So if we can go, again, we're going to find tabletop. Okay, so from tabletop, all we have to do to go into a high plank is tuck our toes under our feet and extend our knees off of the mat. Boom, I should be in pretty good alignment right now. I'll move to the side just so everybody can see here. Alright, so tabletop, turning the toes under and extending the feet. Okay? If we're not in alignment, then we need to make sure that we're aligned. Up and down, straight up and down. Straight up and down. Okay? Not too forward, not too far back. Straight up and down. This is going to give us maximum availability for our bodies to do what work it needs to be done. So right now we're in a high plank. This is a beautiful pose just to stay here for about 60 seconds. We've already done, I don't know how many seconds, probably about 20 seconds. But this in itself, if you're having lower back pain, sometimes my back will pop just right here. It'll just pop right back into place. It's not going to do it today, but I'm already feeling pretty agile and flexible, so I already feel pretty good. But sometimes my lower back will just pop and it'll feel beautiful right here. Just holding this. Now you can know that you're in the right spot. You can let your chest concave. You can let it go out a little bit. Concave, go out. This in itself is a good warm up for your chest. But find a nice equal place. Alright, now we're in that high plank still. We're going to lower a little bit to low plank. This is part of a chaturanga. We're going to lift with up dog, so now we're into upward facing dog. My feet are off of the mat, okay? This foot is into the mat, but my foot is coming up off the mat. My knees are not on the mat, sorry. My dog really wants to be a part of this, so you're just going to have to deal with it as I am. She's so cute though, right? I mean, she's pretty cute. She's like, I know it, Daddy. I know I'm cute. So, she can always be part of my yoga practice. She is part of my yoga practice. Yoga is union. Yoga is life. And so she is part of my life. She is part of the thing that makes me whole. And having love and gratitude for that, she just wants to be next to me. How fun. She's so cute too. Alright, so let's finish this up, okay? So, we're in high plank. I'm going to lower to low plank as much as I can and go to up dog. Okay. Now we're extending back to downward facing dog. And just feel this for a second. Sometimes you can walk your dog a little bit. You can just walk out your legs a little bit. So I'm walking out my legs. Okay, this is helping extend my legs a little bit further. But again, it's just helping me stretch really in the back of my knees up in here, okay? Now from here, lift your right leg high. And you can open up to the side. You don't have to do this. This is only if it's available to you. and then lift it up to the sky and bring it all the way through. Okay, it meets up with your fingertips. So from here, going into a low lunge, okay? So hands up high, looking up at the sky. And gently roll yourself back. Look up, straight up. And when we release, our hands are going to go back into the earth. And slowly we sit back a little bit. And we let our foot come up. And our leg is fully extended. From here, we inhale our spine to being as flat as possible. And then just exhale forward. Just a little bit. We're not trying to touch our leg to anything, our forehead to anything. Just let our necks kind of hang freely and just kind of be in this position. You're getting enough of a stretch right here and right here. Me with a back injury, knee injuries, all that. This is helping my back and my knee, front of my knee, all of it. It's getting all of it. So then we're going to extend forward. Bring our hands up. Now put your right hand onto the back side, all right? And extend your left hand all the way up. And just let yourself be. And breathe in. Now lower back down, let your right leg extend one more time. You can let your head hang a little bit heavy there. Bring your hands up into heart center. And we're going to find a twist. So your left elbow is going to reach the outside of your right knee, just a little bit below your knee. I'm slightly pressing into my left with my right hand and looking straight up. Now we're going to release out of this. Slight release. I'll bring my right hand inside of my foot. My foot is now at a 45-degree angle. I'm going to slowly lift up my knee from the back so we're in lizard pose. I'm slowly just going to let my hips sink a little bit. We get a nice little stretch in the low back and right here. Okay? Oh yeah, I had a nice little pop in there that felt great. So extend back. And all the way to the earth. And everything in life is balance, right? The season is Libra, so I guess it's balance time. So left all the way up. If the turnout is available, turn your hip out. And extend up and all the way back down to the earth. And we come up, hands meet in the middle. And we're in a beautiful low lunge. And let our hands come back down to the earth. Our feet are rolling up. And we are slowly extending this to a straight angle. Again, it's important to take this breath in, raise up your chest, extend your energy through your crown, and then you can let your head hang just a little bit heavy here. This really gives you a stretch all the way from your toes, all the way to the top of your head. Now let your foot come flat. Raise your hands up over your head. Keep your right hand extended and drop your left hand right to the back of your right quad. And keep your hand, you can bend it a little bit to the sky. And we'll drop down. This is half Hanumanasana. My dog is really the RL star of this yoga class, so I hope you understand that? She does. And we're doing the twist on the other side. So right elbow, left knee. Slightly pressing in with my left hand. And extending that side body stretch just a little bit more. Extending back for that release. And then coming forward. Foot at a 45-degree angle. Hi. Poof! No dog. So we're gonna come forward here. And again, we're going into lizard pose. So my foot is coming out to a 45-degree angle. My foot's going right inside of my heel. Lifting up off of the earth with my back foot and my back leg. And just lightly sinking into my right side. Hold this just for a couple more breaths. Oh, and extend it all the way back. Alright, walking the dog just a little bit. Come forward for a high plank. Lower down in through Chaturanga, Dandasana, and up dog. To down dog. And then we'll step forward with our right or left, either way, to a little forward fold here. Letting the lower back just release a little bit. And I bend in my knees and rise up through here to take any tension out of my low body. Okay, some people, it's okay to do this and come up from here. And that's in fact like some workouts, right? Do that. But for me, if you're injured and you need to protect your lower back, your knees, it's quite all right to bend and then come up like this, Tadasana, and then Samasthiti. Okay, equal standing pose. From there, that is enough of a workout to loosen up and do the things that you need to do. We're going to take it to the next level just real quick. I do this based on timing. If I have enough time, then I'm going to do this part. If I don't, sometimes I just skip this last part. This next part is really, really good as well. So we're about at the top of the mat. It doesn't matter. And we're going to go straight in from this and just take a step back. So we're in a high lunge place right now. So extend all the way up over your head. My knee is right above my ankle. This is important. This again is stacking. If your knee goes beyond your ankle, you can hurt your knee. So this is important to think about. So we're up high. Okay, with my left hand, I'm twisting around, and I'm in a twisted crescent. Okay, twisted warrior. And now we can come all the way around, spinning my left foot or my right foot back at about a 45-degree angle. All right, so it's about like this. And now I'm in warrior. 2. Virabhadrasana 2. Okay, now slowly extend forward with our left hand and equal it out. So my stacking is still going on. My left elbow is on the inside of my left knee. And I'm extending up towards the sky. If you're having pain, you can back off of this. You don't have to go as low in the lunge. You can go a little bit, raise up your knee. There's a lot of adjustments here. This is where my body's comfortable. This is where I'm going. Now we're going to go back into reverse warrior. So dropping my right hand onto my right quad and extending my left hand up. If it's available, you can take your right hand and twist it around to the top of your left quad. This will give you an extra little side stretch. Now extend your left knee, put your hand out again in front of you. We're extending forward, now we're going to go into triangle pose. Oh dear. So both of my knees are straight. Extending into the reverse triangle, so left knee is still straight and engaged. And extending my left hand up to the sky. My right hand again is going down the back of my leg. You can, if it's available, twist it around to the front. extending this out and taking my left foot and spinning it forward. You don't really have to move the back foot at all. Taking your hands and embracing them in back. Extending your heart up to the sky. And slowly fall forward. Your back can remain as flat as possible. Extend your heart and then drop again. If this hurts too much, you can walk your legs in. If you want more, you can walk your feet out. And extend all the way up. And bounce back into here. And come back to Samasthiti. Now we're going to do the same on the other side. And that was my left leg. So again, my toes are up off of the mat, my heels off the mat. My toes are on the mat, my heels off the mat. We're extending up into a high lunge. High, yes. So from here, take your right hand and twist it all the way around, left hand forward, still high on the ball of the foot. And we twist all the way around to Warrior Two. My back foot has gone to a 45-degree angle and it's on the mat. And we slowly extend forward. And we bring our right elbow to the inside of our right knee and engage. Now reverse warrior, we're still keeping that low lunge. Left hand down to the back of the leg, extend the right hand high. If it's available, your left hand can reach around. Now extend the right leg, extend the right hand out in front, slowly switch forward to triangle. Trikonasana. Extend up into reverse triangle. Now this time our hands are going to go out to the sides. Raise our heart up. Extend all the way forward. Now our hands are going to grab the outside of our feet. Extend our head forward, our back flat. And release. Again, it doesn't matter if you're an experienced yogi or if you're just starting out. You need to listen to your body. Every day we change. Some days I can do the splits, some days I really can't. That's just listening to my body. Where are you at? Where are you at today? So from here, this is a really good place to call it good. If you want to go for one more little step, we're going to do our hands over our head. Take your left hand underneath your right and wrap. If this isn't available, you can do this. If this is available, then you can wrap. You can do this. Get a slight bend in our knees and take our left foot, our left knee up and around into eagle. Okay? And then we're going to unline that, and then we're going to match our eagle on the other side. So right arm. Okay, if this is what you have, this is what you have. If this is what you have, this is what you have. If you can interlock, great. Bend in your knees. Extend your right leg up and over. And squeeze our mid-body together. Release all the way up. And we're going to end in Samasthiti. So this is the first introductory class. I will have more available, but this is always a good place. I do these stretches every day of my life. It helps me alleviate lower back pain and pain in my knees, and it gets my body ready to go for the day. I can do this once a day, twice a day, whenever you are ready. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll have more. Namaste.